completion of the game.
And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Got a man, it's Wilson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the third down play looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. The corners are walked up tight. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try to run for it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And it's first down, but they'll in seconds of the first half. They'll immediately call timeout. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good. Easy call for the refs. They take a 4-point lead here in the second. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Mountaineers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Quick completion to the right. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Here comes the offense on first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. They'll send the back in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Davison. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. And the Razorbacks have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw again. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got some room to run. Touchdown, West Virginia. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Vanderbilt is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Doors fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The give on the option.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got room to work. And they're able to get him on the ground.
I think he does a really good job on this 2nd down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better 3rd down. That's a play we can continue to run even on 3rd down right now.
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him, and they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. So now it's 2nd and long. Handoff to the lone back. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. The Razorbacks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll go to the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Trying to escape and get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope. He pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a 1st down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And that one will give them the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Back to pass, it's Carpenter. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Now they'll run the draw. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he makes the catch. There he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. On the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Got room on the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And his throw is incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Tight end finds a soft spot.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Using the quick game. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Hands it off. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
To the ground with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Razorbacks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Caught near the sticks, it's Hayes. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. They just keep firing. Quickly complete. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat use to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Carpenter. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Quick timeout, upping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing.
They get him up, rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. Missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And every defensive coordinator in the country will tell you, you want to get them to 3rd and long. Obvious passing situations. Because they won 2nd down and they got that big sack, they put them in the predictable 3rd down. They win and probably force the punt here.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He wants a big play here late. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Slings it downfield. Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. And he's just going to spike it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down.
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball. And I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Well, let's hope he just throws this one away. He's got him in the flat. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all time.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.